Hello everyone. Now we're going to learn from Solutions Pre-Intermediate Students book 1B. Past simple, affirmative. Affirmative means, of course, passive sentence, which are like can uses icon, mark plus. Yeah, like for example, I went to the cinema, I did my homework, I bought a new book, like this. Everything is affirmative and passive sentence. I can use a past simple affirmative. Is there a lottery in your country? Do you think it is a good idea to buy tickets? Why or why not? Lottery, I guess you know, it's kind of a game. Just you buy a ticket and after that you may become a millionaire. Like it's a game, you know. Read the text. All lottery winners happy? Okay, now we'll see. Let's do like this. Make it closer. Last weekend, somebody bought. I will do like this. I will, you know, underline the past simple words, all the affirmative forms of the past simple. Last weekend, somebody bought a lottery ticket, chose all the correct numbers, and won millions. Millions means millions of dollars. It has been contractualized. How lucky, or maybe not. In the 1970s, it means like the 1970s means it's the years like from the 71 till 79. 79. Scientists at the University of Illinois studied lottery winners and compared their levels, mm, compared their levels of happiness with other people. The results were interesting. The winners felt delighted for a short time, but after that, their happiness returned to normal levels. A similar study by the University of California in 2008 gave the same results. They looked at lottery winners 6 months after they win and found completely normal levels of happiness. And for a few unlucky people, a huge lottery win was the start of major problems. Major means big problems. Alex Toth, for example, won $13 million in 1990. He stopped working, spent the money quickly, and had several arguments with his family and friends. Okay, now what I want to tell you here is for a short time you have to know means it hasn't lasted long for a short period of time. It wasn't long. Mm, What compared it means just two things are compared. Uh, Studies means here they study researches. Okay, do we have just other people that don't interest means delighted means happy for a short time, for a short period of time. After that, it happens returned, and it has got again the same, similar to the previous situation. It got the same case again, to the normal level. It returned to that. A similar study by Jake, some results will go 6 months after. I guess there is nothing that you have to know. Major, you have to know. Okay. Major is means the majority of, you can say it's over 50%. It's like likely to that percentage. It's like major and also big problems. Mm, But here it's giving the meaning of big problems. So for example, one I could return on. Oh, and also we can use like have an argument, or we can say argue. Both of them are verb, but when we use with argument in its noun form, we have to use have an argument, but in the verb form, it would be argue. I argued. I had an argument with someone. Argue with someone. With someone. With somebody. Okay, now past simple affirmative. We form the past simple form of regular verbs. Regular verbs are mostly formed with ed or just d itself. Words by adding ed to the infinitive. Want, wanted, talk, talked. There are some rules about spelling changes. Drop, dropped. Here is spelling changes are happening. Double P, marry, married. Y is turning into I and ET, move, moved. Just itself D. Some words have irregular past simple forms. Yeah, go, when, begin, began, leave, left, take, to, them. As the past simple of the verb be has two forms, singular and plural. Be was were, you know, grammar builder. Okay. Now complete sentence with regular, irregular. She won millions of dollars on the lottery. It's coming with on. By the way, you can just learn how the preposition is working here. She owes the money in only 3 years. What did she do? Spends. In the past form, it's used because it's in the past tense. Okay, I my keys in the street. Luckily, I them later. Okay, first of all, someone, for example, maybe I lost my keys in the past form. In the street, luckily, I found in the past form. Something happened, and after that, I found. Two actions are happening in sequence. The first action is the losing the keys, and after that, finding or found them. Our cousin to university when he was only 15 years old. He met the okay. Our cousin mm, maybe went to university. Went to university. He studied maths there. My grandmother, and they together until she died last year. My grandfather met, they got, just friends, or maybe for the first time they met in the past in 1965, and they lived together until she died last year. I home when I was 19 and to London. I left. Oh, sorry about that. I left home when I was 19 and moved to. It means just changing your place. You stayed somewhere else except the place. So you used to live. Complex text with the past simple form of the verbs in brackets. Okay, visual listening will do. In 2002, 19-year-old, here it's an adjective. It's coming with hyphen. 19-year-old. You should pay attention here. It's not written in years. It's only written in year. For example, he is a 19-year-old. You can say what? Winner? I guess he's a winner because he's holding like a note. I mean, just what do you call it? Banknotes? Yeah. Okay. 19-year-old. It's an adjective. Rich, refuse, collector. Okay, here's a new word for you. Refuse collector means the person, it's a job. A refuse collector. It's a job who collects rubbish. It's like, you know, mm, part-time or maybe full-time job. It's not just collecting rubbish or maybe like bottles in the street. It's a job who collects rubbish. It's a person, yeah. Michael Carroll and his family, of course, what would be the was over were because Michael Carroll and his family were delighted when he, in the past simple, that's why it is won 9.7 million pounds in the lottery. He gave millions of pounds to charity and to friends and relatives. He also, in the past simple, it's written, spent thousands on loud all-night parties. Now, what you have to know here, it's better you to know is, for example, spend money on. Yeah, spend money. Mostly it's use it with money or time on something. I spent money, some you know amount of money on something. I spent 2 hours on reading. I spent 100,000 songs on maybe my meal, dinner, you can say. And over the next few years, it means after a few years, not so many years, just few, maybe one or two, he in the past simple got into trouble. Got into trouble means just you face trouble. You you have troubles like major problems. Here is written like start of major problems. Mm, into trouble, get into trouble, just being in the trouble with the police several times, not once or a few times. His wife Sandra, only one person, just why it's was cross, angry, and upset, sad, and in the past simple decided to leave. Soon he in the past simple it's had no money. Here we can say he didn't have money. And also, it's similar, but it's written in the affirmative sentence, but with no, but it means negative meaning. He had no money. They are the same. He didn't have money, any money. Yeah, he had no money. But when it comes to using with no, the structure is written in an affirmative form. No one left, and in 2010, he began. Sorry, began. But you have to pay attention to the pronunciation of this word. Began, not begun. Begun would be this, begun. But what I have written here is began. This, begun. Swim, swam, swam. Drink, drink, drunk. Like this. It's pronounced like began. Work as a refusal collector again. He has returned But he has returned to his previous job again. I'm just glad. Glad means delighted, happy. It's over. He said. Okay, speaking now. Got here. Speaking. uh, let's do the next. Just you may just give your own opinion. If I will now tell my own opinion about this story, but beforehand, before that, before listening my idea, you can just pause the video. Mm. Okay, now working pairs. What is your opinion on what happened to Alex Toth and Michael Carroll? Are their stories difficult to believe? Are they sad, funny, and warning? Mm, Michael Carroll. Yeah, it's like a kind of a sad story because they have, you know, maybe never have got into this kind of a situation. It's just why it was difficult for them to deal with because this person just won big amount of money, but after a while, he just not spent waste so much money on unnecessary things. And he, after that, again returned to his own job. It's a sad story. And also, it's like kind of a warning for all of us all because when we, for example, win something and we do not have to, lose ourselves. Just we have to control our feelings and maybe our, mind when it comes to spending money on necessary things, of course. Yeah, it's like a warning for us. Let's do the next task. Complete the sentence with the adjectives below possible. Sandra Carroll felt upset when Michael spent all his money on parties. Again, it's I use it here, spent all his money on something parties. Spencer was when he dropped all his money on the floor of the shop. What can you say? Disappointed? Disappointed. Next, best was when she won the essay competition. Was delighted, yeah, happy, delighted. I felt because every sentence is required to write in the past simple form. That's why I felt a bit, not much, not extremely, not very. When the man said he was a millionaire, suspicious, suspicious, we can say. She couldn't believe. We were very when the music stopped and everyone left the party. We were very bored. Let's do this. Okay, I got a bit. Um, I got a bit. Maybe here we can use the word bored because then talked about his new girlfriend all evening. It means from the beginning of the evening till the end, till it became, night. He a bit embarrassed. disappointed, embarrassed, embarrassed. Mm, now look, you were extremely when we found your mobile phone behind. Relieve it. Now we've got embarrass it. Mm, let me say embarrass. Maybe here it would be disappointed, but we can use embarrass it here. Embarrass it. Yeah, now it makes sense. So you tell your partner about the time when you had these feelings is possible. Anxious, pay attention to the pronunciation of the word anxious. There is a little bit, difference between worried and anxious. I am anxious about my exam. I'm anxious about the big day. I'm anxious about tomorrow's party, maybe. Confused when you do not know what to do when it comes to some kind of a situations that you don't know what to do. Then you get confused, cross, angry, excited, happy, like shocked. You get shocked after hearing some news, shocking news, upset, just sad. Just you can make, sentence for yourselves. Or maybe you can send me your sentence by writing through Telegram. Now that's it. Thank you.